right, you guys, we are live tonight here with a special edition of COVID-19, IOPPS COVID-19 special. And we're going to get right to it, you guys. We've all been curious to see who's had COVID and asking questions because we've been hearing of people that have had it, and we just never get the full details, really, only what you kind of see and hear on wherever on social media. But here tonight, I'm welcoming two guests, Quentin Swiftwolf and Jessica Chickenness. So welcome, you guys. Welcome. I'm just going to make sure I'm sharing this to all the appropriate people. Tonight's topic is basically COVID-19, straight how I say it, straight how it says, and right to the point of it. Just give me a sec here. There we go.
Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan.
Can you hear it? Yeah.
I can't hear you well. Could be
How about
my
now?
Wi-Fi, so.
Good?
Yep.
You got to ask Uncle Trudeau there for faster Wi-Fi, man.
Go park by the cell tower.
Yeah. Go to town and sit by Timmy's there and get fast Wi-Fi. I was supposed to have another guest, everyone, but I can't get a hold of her right now, so we'll just move on without her right now. I want to thank you guys for coming on tonight. Short notice. I was just literally watching the news today about COVID and seeing your guys' updates, knowing that you guys did catch COVID and how it's affecting everyone, and especially on reserves, all the stigma right now when somebody does have it, and all the rumors that start circulating, and just people feeling guilty that they catch it. So that's what we want to get into. If you guys have any questions, ask them in the comments. Obviously you two can feel free to answer whatever you guys want, whatever you feel comfortable with. Right now, Jessica has finished, right? You finished your symptom free, and you've been symptom free for 2 weeks.
Symptom free since last beginning of the week, I think. Last week.
And what about you, Jamal? Are you still battling?
I can hear you, but what's that?
Do you have COVID right now, or are you symptom free, or?
I'm actually getting over my symptoms. I've been sick since probably November 10th on and on.
Yeah.
Can you hear me well?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just you're freezing up. Yeah.
Okay. No, November 10th was the day I went under the weather, I guess I'll say, and I definitely not
Oh, we missed him. He'll come back on. But anyway, just talking about tell us about it. Let's get right to it. Like, tell us how you think you caught it. And remember, you guys, in the end, if you do catch COVID, and you're not gonna really kind of know, you might suspect where you caught it, but in the end, you don't really know. There's kind of like a little timeline these doctors give you, and you either, you can't really pinpoint it unless, like I was talking to Jessica before, and it's like only unless you're literally talking to somebody right in front of you and they have COVID, you could say, okay, I caught it from that person. So Anyway, go ahead.
So I did go to Edmonton, but I don't know. I wore a mask. I sanitized. I probably pumped the shit out of all those sanitizers I've seen. So, I was being cautious, so I don't know. I don't know really where. Could have been my brother too, but I think the first time I noticed it was my voice kind of was changed, went hoarse on the way back. But I thought it was because I was singing too much Sugarland there, Stay. And then, I don't know, I didn't really think anything of it, but I stayed home anyways. And then I started getting a headache, I think on that couple days when I was at home, and then I kind of just started thinking, okay, well, I don't know. It seems like a head cold to me, but I kind of stuck it out for a couple more days and then said, fuck it, I'll try and call 811, booked a test. And then got tested. I think within those days that I was waiting for my results, I kind of lost my taste and smell. And then it wasn't completely gone. Like I could kind of like smell a little bit and taste like with the back of my throat, I guess.
Yeah.
And then so I was like, hey, well, I could like, I don't know, this could be a flu, like whatever. But I stayed home. And I noticed like I didn't have a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was cooking supper, I was like dripping sweat by the time I was done cooking supper. So I was like, holy fuck, and pretty much just laid in bed and slept most of the time. I tried to drink as much water as I could and stay hydrated. And I had like buddies calling me and stuff. And
you already knew you had it?
Hmm?
And you already knew you had it?
No, I found out that Friday I got the call. So I was kind of letting my close friends know that, yeah, I was quarantining, and I don't know, they would call and check up on me. So that was good, I guess. And sometimes, like, yeah, I wasn't really eating too much. I'd try to eat at least once a day because I just feel shitty. And then with my headaches, I think the more that I moved around, the worse they got. So the best thing that I just laid in bed and tried to get as much rest as possible.
Obviously, like, you know, I can only imagine what goes through someone's head when they find out they have COVID. Were you guys like, did it scare the shit out of you? Were you scared? Were you like, oh shit, like I don't know what's gonna happen next? Were you like, I got this because I'm younger? What were you feeling?
I don't know, like just I kind of just, I guess, was trying to be positive and just think it was a head cold. So I don't know. I was kind of like, once I lost my taste and smell, I was like, hey, fuck, maybe I do have it. And once I got that call, I was like, whatever. It is what it is. And kind of, it did scare me a little bit, you know, because I mean, I do have asthma, but it's not as bad as it used to be when I was younger. So I was thinking, it's like, fuck, this thing's gonna fuck with my lungs. So, but fortunately it didn't. So.
And that's what everyone's scared about. Give me a sec here. Jamal, you gotta unmute your mic. Thank you. He's got that res Wi-Fi. It's worse than my res Wi-Fi. I'm on res Wi-Fi and it's doing better than his res Wi-Fi. But yeah, we're just trying to get. I think he can hear us now. He's smiling there. I think Jamal is experiencing. I just want to say I think he has it, but I want to wait till he says that he does. But you know, a lot of people at the beginning, when this whole thing was starting to, when this whole COVID shit was going on, and everyone was just, you know, everyone was watching the news every day and just watching all this information come, and like it was just an overloaded information. And kind of the summer came, and then everyone kind of got back into the groove of things and still being safe and wearing masks. But I noticed a lot of masks weren't being worn again. And you know, we went to Banff that one time, and I remember like not seeing one mask, and everyone was just walking around like nothing was going on. It was just another normal day. And then it kind of September happened, and then shit started picking up again, the second wave. All the conspiracy theorists were going out and, well, how come all this is happening and all that shit. And now we're in a second wave at the beginning, I think. And right across Canada, everywhere, and especially in First Nations communities, it is blowing up. And before we would have like one case and everything would shut down, we'd freak out. Now when we have one case, we kind of know what to do better. But now, I think on my reserve right now, and I'm not going to say 100%, I think there's 10 cases. I'm not too sure. But that's kind of becoming the norm right now on reserves, and everyone's starting to lock down and not letting people in and out, which we should do because, you know, you just want to get rid of this damn thing. But other than that, Jamal, can you hear me? No, he's still.
Come on, Jamal.
Jamal, you should just take off your Wi-Fi and go on your own data. But yeah, I know he needs 5G. He says 13-mile corner Wi-Fi. Just go on your own Wi-Fi, bro. Your own data, bro. Don't worry about it. I'll send you 20 for just whatever it's gonna cost.
Get you some extra gigs there.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go.
He's back.
There. Can you hear us? You gotta unmute your mic, Jamal. You gotta unmute your mic. But tell us more, just like, and you guys, if you don't know, can I call you by what everyone calls you?
I mean, sure, that's my stage name, I guess.
All right, everyone knows Jessica as Jizz. That's just what we call her. So if when I say Jizz, that's what I'm talking about. And Quentin here, everyone knows him as Jamal. So I'll say Jizz and Jamal. So okay, you're back on.
Nate.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Better?
Let's get right to your story, man. I think I know how it all happened and just kind of following Snap and everything, but let's hear your side of the story. What happened?
Well, I didn't really realize that I did have COVID. I was sick on November 10th. I started feeling sick and weak on November 10th, and after the fact, there on Wednesdays when it hit me hard, I was in bed for a couple of days, and all the symptoms above, in terms of say the fever, the chills, headache, was fatigue, couldn't do much, laid in bed. Probably about a couple of days, 3 days, I laid in bed. On Thursday evening, I've made the call to 811, and it was already at that time. It was a holiday for all our the nurses and the community health nurses. So I called 811 on Friday. I made that call, not knowing I had COVID. We did the right thing. We stayed home. I've laid in bed, took a lot of fluids, tried to medicate myself with traditional medicines, and it definitely did help. So I've on Sunday I got the call. So at that time already I was already feeling somewhat better. That was 3 to 4 days where I was pretty much ill. So after I found out that I was positive, I didn't know what to think. So really, it was if I should be happy or should be sad, because like I think I already went through the hard part, and not knowing if I'm gonna what's gonna happen next kind of thing was the hard part, I guess. So, but I made some calls in regards to my people that I was surrounded with. So
Yeah.
I called them, and then just for a heads up, in terms of the positive result I had. So
Is that I'm trying to put myself in your guys' shoes and anyone else that has COVID, because I know at the beginning some people didn't want to tell anyone. They wanted the nurse or whoever, and they'd have to tell. Is that hard? Like, how do you guys feel knowing that when you get that positive call, it's not a positive call when the damn nurse calls you and says, "Shit, you got COVID." How does that make you feel when you know right away you gotta start telling people? Are you guys feeling ashamed, or what are you feeling? Are you feeling scared? What's going through your guys' head? Because what I'm trying to do in this little special podcast is if when you get it, you should not feel ashamed. You should not feel like shit, and you go hide out and hide away from the world. Because in the end, it's like when you catch a cold. I know it's a lot more severe than a common cold, but it's like you can be as safe as you want. In the end, it might find a way to get to you, right? And I was just telling just before the show started, the safest way you're literally never gonna get it, literally, is if you live by yourself and you literally don't go outside ever and don't even talk to anyone. That's basically the only way you can be safe. But other than that, it's going to be a shit show, and we got to try to be as safe as we can for now, right? But how did you guys feel? We'll start with Jamal. Like, you being in the professional world right now, right, and knowing possibly you might have infected somebody. Like, how did that make you feel?
Like I said, I've once I knew I tested positive, I was already was already feeling that I think I passed through that stage in terms of worrying about it, what people think about, what people thought about. So my first instinct was to call people that I know that I was in contact with, but the past 5-6 days, and then those are my buddies, I guess. I let them know that I tested positive, and the word went out to our friends in our group. They're indicating that I was a positive case. So next thing I did was I called my bro Jay, because he was me and him were together on that Monday the 9th, I think. So, but he came out negative. So I don't know. I just you just never know if you're gonna get it or not, I guess. So you don't know where you got it from. I just have no clue where I picked it up. So I followed all the precaution, the measures there, wearing a mask. And I haven't really traveled anywhere other than North Balford. So, and I don't really, I think it's best not to fear that you have it, because eventually it was going to hit us. Like, and today in our area, there's more cases. So I think the more education we can do about it, is I think it could reduce the spread going on today. So.
Now, what about you, Jiz?
Sorry, what? When I got the call?
Yeah, when you got the call, what were you feeling, and like knowing you had to tell
Well, I
tell
kinda
your
was
peeps?
telling-
Because you are a social butterfly.
Watch,
You are a
watch
social
what you say,
butterfly.
watch what you say.
Oh, just for that, I'm putting you on the boom. Okay.
Well, no, I was already kind of talking, like texting people that I was, whatever, might have been in contact with, and then letting them know how I felt and I guess the symptoms that I was having. One of my buddies kept saying, like, trying to make me feel better, I guess, by saying maybe it's not COVID. Don't feel too bad, So
Yeah.
because I was like, fuck, what am I gonna do now? Like, sorry.
No, it's all right.
Sorry.
If and when I get that damn call, I'm gonna be swearing and like, because a million things are gonna be running through my head, like I'm sure they did to you guys.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I want to know, what I got to expect.
I got the call at like 10:30 or 11 in the morning, and I was like still in bed because, fuck, what else are you gonna do when you're at home isolated? I'm sorry, he's like, so she called me, and she was like, whatever, had to validate or who I was, and then she's like, yeah, your test result came back, you're positive, and then I was just like, okay, and then she's kind of quiet, and then she's like, I don't know if she was expecting me to be like freaking out, like, oh my god, no way, but I don't know. I just found that funny. I told my buddy when I called her right away, and then I was like, yeah, I don't know what else she's thinking. Like, it was like gonna react real rank to the positive news that I got freaking COVID. I mean, it's not positive news, but
Yeah. One of our friends here who actually Jiz was with when the shit went down, KJ, who's actually, put his story out on Facebook. And obviously, KJ, I know you're listening right now. We do wish you well. We do want you to have a speedy recovery. If you guys do know KJ, you can read his posts. He's living the real deal right now. That stuff they were showing in like Italy and Spain and everything with the breathing stuff, like that's what's happening. And I know there's a lot of non-believers out there, which still drives you crazy. And it drives me nuts when you see all these conspiracy shit going on. Whether you believe in it or not, it's here. Like, you don't even have to believe in it. You can speak your mind how you want. It's still going to get you. And, you hope, like, for an instance, my 96-year-old aunt caught it. She was one of the first ones to kind of get it in like March or April. 96 years old, and all she got was the sniffles. But then you hear stories like, KJ right now, like how he's, he said he's going through a big battle right now, right? And another buddy of mine has it. He's battling right now. So you feel for everyone. Obviously, everyone's different. Everyone's reacting to this different. And you just never know what your body's gonna do when you get it, right? So You guys got to keep that in mind. Shamal, you were talking about traditional medicines. Can you tell me what you were taking? Obviously, probably skunk juice. That's the big one that's been going around.
That's a tobacco question there, Nathan.
Well,
Virtual
I guess,
tobacco through the.
like I said, when I did receive the I didn't receive the call until Sunday, but prior to me getting very ill, I took skunk juice. I called my brother to deliver some skunk juice that I knew that he had. So right then and there, I think it was Thursday, I took the skunk juice. Day after day, he was trying to tell me how to take it, but at that time when you're down and ill, that you need to. That's the last thing in my mind was how it tastes and how the reaction was going to be, because right then and there I was already like literally in bed. So I think skunk juice did me wonders anyway. So it probably depends on everybody's body type. So.
Mhm.
For me, I think it kind of already Friday when I went and got my test, I was able to drive myself. During the day, I was pretty good. In the evening is when it kind of came back and got sick more. So I kept taking every day I'd take a little dab of skunk juice. I think it pretty much helped me quite a bit. So.
What about you, Jis?
Yeah, I was drinking medicine pretty much throughout the whole thing. I guess when I lost my taster, I didn't really taste it too much. So, but I was drinking, a lot of skunk juice. Kind of just glad that it helped me through I guess, not getting as worse as some people. I don't know. I'm just grateful that I didn't get as bad. And then I don't know. I would like drink tea, mint tea. I was drinking honey and lemon water, hot honey and lemon water.
Are you guys kind of treating this as when you do get it, when you get fever, it's like chicken soup and lots of water and orange juice? And is that kind of what you guys are doing at the same time, like when you're trying to get better?
Yeah, I was doing anything to try and get better. So.
Oh, you froze there. Man, I just still, I'm still, it's still mind-boggling that people I know are getting it. I'm still trying to just go on, you always see these new updates. 400 today, 400 tomorrow, all these new updates, right? And it's never anybody or it's this person's cousin's cousin up north or down south. It's like, you know what I mean? And now I'm seeing it, I seen it on Snap. There's a few of other of my friends that have it, and you're just like, shit, man. And it's just a wide range of who's getting what. But Jamal, going back to yours, what you just said, you said you were good during the day, and at night it started kicking your ass.
Yep.
Here's a weird thing. Hold that thought. Here's a weird thing. And this goes back to, if you're a conspiracy theorist, this might light your fire. I don't know. In February, I got sick. And a lot of people got sick. They were saying in December, January, because December is kind of when we just first heard about it, but January, the news started coming out more. But in February, I got sick. And I've never been sick like this before, but it was a weird cold. During the day, I was good. At night, I would go around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I started coughing, dry cough, and I couldn't breathe. And then I'd wake up gasping for air at night, 2 or 3 times. I'm like, whoa, this is, tripping me out. Get up about 8 or 9. It was gone. Come back from work, it started up again. And I did that for 5 days. So this is where I'm saying the conspiracy, and this is where I'm thinking, I think I had it. I think it was around here because it was in March when we had to shut everything down, right? Do you guys think it was hovering around then, or is just kind of, you don't know, you don't care, you just know you had it now and you're over it? What's your guys' thoughts on that?
I think you had the similar symptoms I had, it was like the Wednesday, the Thursday, I was in bed, and then starting already on Friday is where I started to feel a little better. But at night, that was definitely not the greatest. That happened for Saturday, Sunday. Sunday, I got the call. I laid around a little bit. I don't know. It's pretty. Like, yeah, I guess I'll say it is real, but you don't want it. Like it's a flu. It's more than a flu. So, but depending how you treat it, I think it will. For me, I thought I was thinking about the positive stuff versus the negative remarks that I would hear out there. I kept my circle small a little bit, where the people that I contacted was very grateful with the nurses that we had there. That were close contact with myself, so I was able to they're able to lift my positiveness, I guess I'll say, in terms of me having it. So.
And what about that? Goes back to you. Hey, just who's texting you?
Mind your business. Sorry, what were we?
It went from like the earlier having it to right here. Waylon just says it. Last November, I had COVID. I had COVID symptoms. I honestly think I got it back then. Missed a lot of work that month. I was ill for 3 weeks. Yeah. So there you go. So I mean, that kind of just goes back to if it was here before. And I don't want to get into conspiracy stuff. It was before, but I think it was here before already. That made its rounds. Maybe a light round, but everyone was getting sick. I remember that. And it was weird sicknesses. And then now in March, and that's kind of when it went worldwide kind of thing. But so Jiz, you had a lot of support. Like I said, I wanted to focus on this is when you guys do catch, and I say when. I'm not going to say if, and I say when. You're going to only have a few lucky ones that are not going to catch this shit. Because I want to get into the vaccine as well. If and when, I'll say that, if and when you do catch it, I want everyone to realize that, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
I want everyone to realize that you should not be ashamed, no matter how you caught it. Even if you were being a dumbass and out there in stores without a mask, don't be ashamed. It's going to happen. It is going to happen more than likely because, it's just out there and there's only so much you can do. Don't feel ashamed. Obviously stay home. Try to be as safe as you can. Wash your hands. Whatever they're telling us to do, just do it. But don't be ashamed in the end. Grab a lot of support. You're going to have a support system by like Jamal had and with his family. And Jiz, that's what I was going to ask you. Who's your support system?
I have a couple close buddies that would call, FaceTime, drop off like Timmy's food. So I'm really grateful for those guys. And then I don't know, sometimes I just feel shitty and it was starting to bother like my mental health. And then they would always check up, call, text, I know you weren't one. I was supposed to get some popcorn from you, but I didn't see that.
Hey, it's coming. Hey, you're getting a good popcorn. I'm bringing you the special flavors.
But no, yeah, having a good support system, it really helped and it made it easier to go through. So you're not alone. Holla at me, text me.
That's so true. What about you, Jamal? Who was your support system? But I know you said you kept your circle small, but who were your support system?
My family, they kept they kept food coming, liquids. While I was isolating in the room, they've made sure I had some water, kept hydrated, made sure I was eating. So basically, my family were my main support system. Aside from that, we had outside people that did deliver, like our van office did some deliveries. That helped out a lot, so I think I was very grateful for that. So they were bringing us things that we needed for like if I ran out of something, there was just a text away. So basically, you need as much people as you can around you just to get that support, I guess. So.
And just did say it, mental support, mental awareness. You got that's a big thing, and that's another thing that was going on right now with everybody. I was talking to another person here recently, and she said one of her really close people to her is not doing too good mentally because it's COVID. There's, it's just being thrown at us, and it's literally being thrown at us since March, and it's just in heavy doses, and it seems now it's like really coming at us. That's a big thing is mental health and how we are tackling it, and having that support around us, or if you are one of the people that are giving support, know that we really appreciate it. A big shout out to all the nurses who put themselves out there every day. I know I was trying to bring another nurse on here. She did have it, and I was hopefully she would tell us, a nurse's side of the story. I want to get into the vaccine really quick here, and I just want to. Here's Mikey. Yeah, Mike. So I lost my taste and smell for a week now. Tested positive yesterday, but me and my boys have been isolating since last Monday. It's good. We always hope Biney gets better. And so one of the questions was. I want to go back right here. How long did it take for the test results to come back for each of you? Because that's a big one. Everyone's seeing huge lineups, and I've had 3 tests right now, and they've all come back negative. Thank you, but they've taken one test. The second one took up to 9 days, and you're just sitting there shitting bricks, and you're not knowing if you got it, even though you're not showing symptoms. But that's still the scary wait. How long did they tell you? I know you went and did your test one day. Was it really, really quick, or did you have to wait?
I guess my test was at 1:30 on Friday. Already Sunday I found out, and before I even knew about it, I think somebody already grasped wind that there was a couple cases in their community, and I was one of them. So I think the turnaround time was pretty quick, considering it was the weekend. So kudos goes to the the nurses out there that are working 24/7, just trying to get all those results
Yes.
to the people. So,
What about you? Just how long did it take?
My test was on the 10th, 10 in the morning. They called me Friday.
How many days is that?
2 days.
3 days.
Пятница.
All right, and Biden says his test was on Tuesday and he found out on Saturday, so 4 days for him. Do you guys set up? Yeah, if you guys want to check out online, you can find out quicker. There's your eHealth for Saskatchewan residents too. I'm not sure about Alberta and rest of Canada. So yeah, I think if you do have it, you get called probably right away as soon as they can. The other ones, we were just talking in my coworkers, our chat group for work, and where I was asking if anyone got the call, and no one did. A lot of people just checked the app real quick and let you know real quick if you obviously a negative or positive.
Yeah. I was checking the app or that my health records, but I was in bed still that Friday, so I didn't check it by the time they called. So.
My mommy, she says, you are brave warriors. I don't look down at people who have it. I try to help in any way I can. Otherwise, I pray continually for all of us. Yes,
Hi.
Carrie, I'm happy that you are both feeling well. Proud of you, Jamal. It takes real courage to share your story. Yes, it does. It does. And this is exactly why I said I'm sure bringing these two on. And thank you guys for coming on. Like I said, it's about that getting rid of that stigma of that you should be ashamed of having it, and it's just we're all gonna get it. I hate to say it, but I mean, I just don't want anyone, and because it brings back to that mental health like you were talking about, right? And that's a big thing right now. Obviously, you want to get through when you do have it, but it's like I said, bringing back to that mental health. The nurses, the doctors, what did they say that you guys have it now? Are you guys immune? Are you what do they tell you?
I was told that.
Go ahead, Small. What did you?
I was told that after the 14 days that you have it, it's pretty hard to pass it on again. But I don't know. It's hard to believe. But once you have a cold or a flu, I think that it's still contagious. I guess I don't know, but I don't know. That's what I was told by the nurses. So
he's saying they said if you catch it, you can't give it again, or
Yeah, it's kind of hard to pass it on after the 14 days. So that's why they recommend the 14 days. So would have been nice to have like a nurse on, like a health professional, I guess, in this podcast to answer those kind of questions, because for myself, I don't really know. So I don't even know how I got it. So
that's why I was trying to actually get a nurse on here. Yeah, see,
no,
it's a
they
lot
said
of these.
after the 14 days, you're not considered contagious anymore.
Yeah, and they're learning still as they go on this. You know, obviously there's, you know, it's such a new disease, I guess you can say. I wouldn't even consider it a disease, just a freaking virus. But it's like, I don't know. I really want to get into this vaccine, because that's going to be a big one, a big one. And you know, them telling you right now that you guys are not contagious after. Oh, sorry, did they tell you guys can catch it again?
Yep. But they said the symptoms will probably be less severe, or I don't know. Like it's such a new freaking virus. Like they don't really know too much about it either. So, like that's the first thing I asked when I was talking to the nurse on the phone, and I was like, "Well, can I catch it again?" She's like, "Yes, you can catch it again." So I was like, "Well, shit."
Some bitch. But it's true. I guess it's just like catching the cold and catching a flu. It's just going to be repetitive, but your body, hopefully, and we're not doctors on here. Everyone watching, we're just, you know, I'm going off of what they're saying, and kind of like we follow the news. And I do want to share something, because there's a lot of people watching. Check this out. Let's flatten the infodemic curve. You see how that says this person didn't send a rumor to a group chat. This person double-checked their facts. This person got their news from trusted sources. This person asked, how do you know that's true? Right? So everyone check their facts first before, when somebody does catch it, let's all not lose our minds like it is. Like I said, it's becoming the norm right now. It is. Oh, Kevin, hey. I admit that I cried a little bit after I got the nose swab. Let you two are feeling better. That hurts, man. Like that, when you get that test, it sucks.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I do not like, is that test, because
Makes you cry.
Yeah, man, it makes you tear up. Do you know if there's support for any BATC off reserve membership for those who are in mandatory self-isolation due to COVID? I don't know. Is there, because you guys are both off reserve, is there something?
They should have like an urban pandemic team, shouldn't they? At BATC or somewhere?
Yeah.
I
think I think there's help right across Canada for Indigenous people. I know that the government is giving money. It just, I guess it depends on your reserve, but with each tribal councils, I don't know. There should be. BATC is doing a pretty damn good job right now of handling and helping out each community. So you guys would have to contact Alexis Christensen with that. I think she would be the contact person for that. Waylon, did you sanitize your whole house and whatever you touched in your house before you can have visitors? What did they tell you?
Well, they told me, because I'm in here with my brother, that pretty much wipe down, sanitize everything you guys touch, light switches, doorknobs, remotes. If you're sharing like the washroom, sanitize that every time you leave. So what we did was put bleach and some soap in a spray bottle. So we're pretty much every day spraying in here, and after a while, it literally just smelled like a freaking chemical house. So, but I mean, hey, man, I can kill the damn thing, so I
didn't. What about you, Jamal? Are you guys doing that?
Oh,
are you isolating away from your whole family?
Yes.
Right on.
Well, we have about 8 rooms in the house. No, just kidding.
Oh,
Mind you, Jamal used to
Well-
be a counselor.
Hey, anyways, yeah. Every one of us have our own designated areas. Like me and my girl are downstairs. The wife is in one room, and my son's in the other room. So, what all we do is we take turns half cooking now. Like we're still sanitizing the house daily. We're wearing a mask, and wearing gloves. So
Is it hard?
pretty
Like
much,
all you guys,
pretty much the norm.
is it hard for you guys not to be interactive with each other, or how are you guys communicating? Do you guys yell at each other through the house? Like I know you and Jess, you live with your brother. You and your brother had it, but I mean Jamal, like there's 4 of you in your house. Like how are you guys communicate? Just through text, or how's that
We've
going?
well,
smoke signals.
smoke signals. You could still like it's
Knocking
not
on the
like
wall.
you're gonna have to come out of your room some point, like washroom or whatever, right? So a lot of times we're FaceTiming, I guess. My daughter's downstairs, I'm downstairs, and she'd be next door, and then we just talk and try to keep our spirits up. And I think it's pretty much a lot of cleaning. You need to do a lot of cleaning, more cleaning than I ever did before. But so pretty much the norm now, I think. So like you just want you do want to watch what you're touching, even with your own family members. You seems like you don't want to touch this, you don't want to touch that. But all in all, I think it's like for us, pretty much. I don't know. I'm past it. I'm past the positive. I think I am. So I'm getting better every day. So
That's good.
Yeah, I know it's and again, I thank you guys for coming on here, and like we got a lot of people on here that are asking questions and everything, and why has it been here?
Yeah, that's it.
Tessa, I called BATC about support for individuals in isolation. They had no supports available. Norma, how is your daughter doing, Jamal?
my family's doing good. Good spirits. She's actually one of my coaches. We had to shut down hockey here last week, a couple weeks here now. So, and she's my assistant coach. She was under the weather too for a while there. So, but she's doing pretty good now.
Here's a question. Exactly. I know, Jiz, you were stating your thoughts about COVID now, but here's actually I want you to tell the audience exactly how you guys feel now. How do you guys feel now after you've had it? What's your perception when you see other people? Especially, I know you guys are both on my snaps, and you guys probably see people out and about, still going out and about, like nothing's happening in this world. What's your guys' perception? Has it changed? What's your thoughts now on COVID-19 and where it's going? We'll start with Jiz on this one. Can you answer real professionally too, please?
Oh, sure.
Don't swear.
Okay, here we go.
Swear in Cree, but not in English.
I am just kidding. I don't know. I feel like if I don't really know who's been around who, like I don't know. I guess more scared to go out now. I'm keeping my circle pretty small. And I don't know, it's like people, I don't know if they're not scared to get it or what, but this shit is real. So, I mean, I would try to take every precaution that I could. And a lot of the reserves now are getting it. So, I don't know. Even like after I was out of isolation, I was like kind of still feeling like a walk-in disease, I guess, with COVID. So, I don't know. It just
a walking symptom.
I had no symptoms. That's why I was released. Jamal, you get there.
What about you, Jamal?
Repeat the question there. Reading here.
Right when Norma says, how do you guys feel now after this ordeal? So I know, Jamal, you're still kind of on the tails end of it. jizzes over it, and we just want to know like how you feeling about it, like after it's going to be all said and done with you and your family. How are you going to treat it after this going forward?
I don't know. Like I indicated there, I didn't know how I got it, and I don't know how to feel anymore. Like I think it's pretty much like I said, if I did receive, I did get it, so definitely going to look at it differently when I go into definitely going to be looking at it differently. Walking into like a local store or something like that. So like I always did wear a mask, wear gloves when I walked into the stores, and the only fast food place like Tim Hortons, that's I don't know if that's the place I got it from, because you're tapping and sometimes the tap doesn't work, so you're punching in numbers and all that. So that's my only worry, is going to those kind of establishments where you have to the tap fails and you have to manually punch in your debit or something. So
yeah, there's so many. Yeah, I noticed that. Like I hate it when my damn card doesn't, like, if you got to spend over $100 and you can't tap it anymore. You got to actually touch, I don't know, maybe it should be one of those spray balls that could be carried around all the time. That would help. I don't know. My mom and sister had COVID. Marquise has it. It's weird. I'm under quarantine with no symptoms. And he's talking about he's been around Gino, and Gino's son has it, and he's been around all of them. And yeah, some people get lucky like that. Some people have been around people that have it, and shook their hand, hugged them, whatever, and are not catching it, and which is good. If that's a blessing in disguise, if that happens. But I mean, yeah, you still got to quarantine and stuff. I want to talk about the vaccine. You guys don't have to answer if you don't want to, because
hey, your fifth time trying to talk about it.
Then I tail off on something else. It's just what I do. Okay, we're going to talk about the vaccine. Apparently, it's going to be ready by January, February, or whatever. And we'll start with you, Jiz. For one, I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to take it because, and I read news articles that it takes 5 to 10, 15 years for them to really get it down right? To see what the effects it can have after you. Now that you guys have battled COVID, what are your thoughts about the vaccine? Are you going to take it?
I don't know. Like I said before, it's like a new virus. They don't really know anything about it still. So I don't know why they're trying to force out a vaccine. I don't think I would, just because they're still learning about it. So why be a guinea pig and fucking, I don't know, have something in the long run happen to you? So.
What about you, Jamal?
I don't know if I'd take it. Like, definitely, it's almost like Jess indicated there. It's, you don't know. Like, it's a trial. They're still in the trial phases. So I don't know if I'd take it until I actually find out that it's working for people. I've got through this already, I'll say, and like it was just a period of probably, it's my 12th day right now, so 12th day that since I was in isolation, so getting better every day. So I don't know if I would need it. I'm not saying if I'm going to get it again, but I probably wouldn't take it. That's just a fact, because it's just they're still in the trial phases. So
yeah, and I think majority of people, I know they said they did a poll and like 40 or 45% said they were going to take it. I don't know where they're getting those numbers. It's pretty scary. Obviously, it's so new. Like you said, we're like just discovering about it. Like, we really went down in March, but like I said, I think they are saying it came all the way from a year and a half ago. But it's still a new disease or virus, and yeah, that to me, it's just too early to tell and too early to take. And yeah, I agree with Kim here. Well, I don't take the flu shot, so I don't even take the flu shot as well, and I wouldn't take the vaccine. We have our traditional medicines that we can use for now, and I mean, who knows? And even when you do get it again, if you can catch it again, maybe it's a lighter version of it, like you guys are saying, like the nurses are saying. There's just too many questions yet to what's happening and what's going on, and you know, I'm thankful you guys have gotten through it. Like, you know, just knowing that you have asthma and you battled through it and you're doing good. Jamal, your family's doing well. You guys are doing good. Looks like you're on, like I said, on the tail end. Shout out to KJ Bine, my other bro, Gino, everyone that's going through it right now, and everybody else that is going through it. If you guys do need someone to talk to, reach out to somebody, text somebody. I know a lot of people don't have energy, have it, and you know, it's hard for people to reach out sometimes. Don't be ashamed when you have it. Don't be ashamed. We're all gonna catch it. It's just your guys' turn. I guess you guys are the unlucky ones now who got it. Real quick though, do you guys think you'll have any symptoms? Because I know they're saying that some people have carried symptoms from March, like with brain fog and everything. Like you're sitting there talking, and all of a sudden, all of a sudden you don't remember my name. Has that happened to you guys yet?
No, my name's Jizz. No, I don't know. I hope I don't have any lingering symptoms, so that's gonna suck. But yeah, I'll just take it day by day, I guess.
Is that Weiserman?
That's the way. Skunk juice.
That's what's his name? Frick, why am I? See, I'm drawing a blank.
Mitch.
See?
Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch. Right. So I want to end the show, you guys. I didn't want to stay too long on here, but I thank you guys for coming on, and who knows, maybe I'll do another one like this, part 2. I just want people to know, like I said, don't be ashamed if you haven't. Contact somebody. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you just close it out, and then Jamal too. I want you guys to say a few words. So, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you. Of course,
Coronavirus. This shit is real. This shit is real.
Go ahead, just say some encouraging words for people.
Big screen. What's going on? Yeah, don't be afraid to talk to your support system. It's kind of shitty to get it, but I mean, I'll make it through. I hope.
Jamal, go ahead.
No, definitely. I think you having it is it's a stress reliever, I guess, now for me. I didn't feel as bad as I did before. As long as you have your support system, don't be afraid to speak about it. What I did was I called a few people that did have it, made me more comfortable on that Sunday. So if you do have it, just there's all kinds of questions, I guess, are asking what's going to happen next. What's just don't be afraid to ask. Call myself. I'm happy to text back and give any information that I have about it. So other than that, everybody have a good night. Thanks for listening. Thanks for having me, Nathan. Because
no, like I said, man, I'm glad you guys came on. And here we have some nurses here, actually, that have it. For those of you guys that are still watching, Fallon had herself, Raven Nicotine, and I don't know who Nessa Ray is. Is that another nurse? I know Fallon and Raven are nurses, and they've had COVID. So those are the ones I wanted to bring on as also. So maybe we'll do another one with them and get 2 perspectives, one from a nurse's side, plus a nurse who's had it. So with that, you guys, we'll do this again. I'll keep you updated. I want to thank Jiz and Jamal for coming on again. And with that, and you guys stay safe out there.
Yep.